Sora! Who's there?
Sora!
Sora, wake up!
Donald! Goofy!
Whoa!
That was some nap.
You mean we were asleep?
I guess we must have been, or I don't think we'd be so drowsy.
When do you think we went to sleep?
Let's see. We defeated Ansem,
Yep.
restored peace to the world, found Kairi. Oh yeah, and then we went to look for Riku. I think that's right so far.
Then what?
What does your journal say, Jiminy?
Gee, there's only one sentence. Thank nominate. I wonder who that is. Some journal that is. Well, what do you say we find out where we are?
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough. We are finally playing as Sora, although I have to say those shorts are going to need to go because I'm sorry, they are way too small on him. So whilst we have a flit through Jiminy's journal, which has got all sorts of goodies available for us, I might as well get started on our huge cast of voice acting to go, because there's a lot happening in this part. And yes, so Sora is as usual voiced by Haley Joel Osment. Osment, I should say, it's T, not Osmond. And pretty much everyone knows who Haley Joel Osment is, because he was Colseer, aka the Icy Dead People kid from Sixth Sense. Although he has been in a lot of other stuff, because he's Forrest Gump Jr. in Forrest Gump. He's the voice of Chip in Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas, which was a direct-to-video film. He is David in AI Artificial Intelligence. He's also the voice of Zephyr in The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Barry Barrington in The Country Bears. Does the voice of Mowgli in The Jungle Book 2. And he is going to be in... Well, was in one film this year which is called Tusk, and he's Teddy Kraft. And then there are two films coming out in 2015 that he's in, Entourage and Yoga Hosers. And his only video game roles are Kingdom Hearts and Sora / Vanitas, as we get into Birth by Sleep and so on and so forth. So, Osment's been there a long time now. Now, the voice of everyone's favourite cartoon duck is Tony Anselmo, who has voiced Donald Duck since 1985, which is insane. And so what's quite cool is that he was trained by the original voice of Donald, Clarence Nash. And apparently he has shared voiceover duties alongside Russi Taylor for Huey, Dewey and Louie since 1999, although he doesn't seem to have done much else other than voice Donald Duck, but then I'm sure the amount of stuff he gets is more than worthwhile. But our voice for Goofy is Bill Farmer, who has voiced him for a long time. It's 1987, I think. So they've been in these roles for a very long time.
I think I've been to this town.
What's it called?
Guess I must have imagined it.
Having said that, Bill Farmer has done some other work. I mean, he also voices Pluto and Horace Horsecollar, but in Space Jam he voiced Yosemite Sam, the Roadrunner, Sylvester and Foghorn Leghorn, and then he has appeared in several minor roles, including The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. He's been in the Destroy All Human series, and something that I brought up when I did Tales of Symphonia, he voices Governor General Dorr in that game. So, Bill Farmer's done
What was back here?
a reasonable amount.
Now you know. This is our spot.
But, yes!
What?
We get to play as Sora! Oh, it makes me feel so much better.
I'm Pence.
Hayner, nice to meet you. But we got stuff to do, so catch you later.
My name's Olette. Hey, did you finish up the summer homework yet? Independent studies are the worst, huh?
Homework?
Yes, Sora, that's stuff that you need to do when you're in school, but seeing as you haven't been in school, that kind of explains a lot.
Oh, we're Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
That's the first of many. Many, many, many.
Donald, Goofy, we just met someone who was looking for you.
He sure seemed in a hurry. He had a black coat on, so I couldn't see his face. But he had these big round ears.
You know, I like how calm everyone is about the talking duck,
Where'd you see him?
the talking dog
station.
thing,
The
and
station,
a
thanks.
talking mouse with big ears.
You better
Like,
get back to that assignment.
these guys haven't come
Later.
across anything quite that crazy. Like my word.
Oh boy, the kid's trying to find us.
Yeah, let's get to the station.
So we actually get to do some gameplay. Not much, I mean it's basically running around and beating up a few enemies, but it's still cool while we get the chance. Also, I really cannot take Sora seriously with those shorts. I mean, it's like, it totally makes sense how that's happened, although maybe not quite that much, because obviously he's gone through puberty and everything, so his clothes have shrunk. I mean, he's taking things extraordinarily well, considering he's lost an entire year of his life. And a lot of changes have occurred in that time,
Hey, you. Where'd you come
which is slightly
from?
terrifying.
You here to pick a fight with us or something?
Fight? We're not here to fight.
Yeah, you big palooka.
Okay, smart Alex. Time to teach you how to behave in my town. Bring it.
Man, what a jerk.
One moment. If you're gonna fight, why not make it a proper struggle?
What?
You see, Cypher, I'm a really big fan.
What? What do you want?
In other words, I want to see more of your super cool moves. You handled the tournament with real style, and you absolutely dominated the title match. But I just can't get enough. Don't you see? The matches are far too short. And what's your name?
Sora.
Sora, if you want to fight a match, you just say the word.
Now, that cutscene seems a bit pointless, and really it is, because all it does is it unlocks the possibility of doing struggle matches against people a little bit later on. If you want to complete Jiminy's Journal, which is something that you are required to do if you want to get the secret ending on normal, then you need to, you know, make sure you've done that and then complete everything in the journal. And that includes all of the struggle matches, of which it's a bit ridiculous, but I will cover them when I actually cover them, which will be the next time we come to Twilight Town. But that's not going to be for quite a while. Also, even though we're meant to be heading to the station, I would very much like to get all of these items whilst I can, because it makes me feel good to have a relatively full treasure list as soon as possible, rather than leaving this until later. And also because the items are very helpful early on, because as I said before, you don't get cure for absolutely ages. So this is the next best thing. Unfortunately, it does mean lots of running around Twilight Town and it all being empty. But we can beat up some bees if we want. Doesn't really serve too much of a purpose. Now, as you just heard, the music for battle has changed. Now, I'm just double checking that I am not completely balmy in what the song is called. And good, I'm not crazy. The song is Working Together, which is a really nice little fun jumpy tune, which is really nice. And I believe that the song that was played whilst Sora was waking up is Sora's theme. Of which I am also just double checking now, because I don't want to be completely wrong. And yep, I think I'm right on that one. So yes. And although we haven't met the king yet, I might as well cover his voice actor, because we all know who Mickey Mouse is. We've seen him, and everybody loves Mickey Mouse. So in this game, Mickey Mouse is voiced by the late Wayne Allwine, who voiced Mickey Mouse for 32 years. Which is apparently narrowly the longest to date, and unfortunately he died in 2009, so he is no longer the voice of Mickey Mouse. And what's also really sad is that he was married to the voice actress, well, he was married to Russi Taylor, who has voiced Minnie since 1986, so Mickey and Minnie were married. So it's just like, oh. And his, I think his last English, like his last Kingdom Hearts dub was something like 358 over 2 days, probably, because it is dedicated to his memory. And it's just so sad, because Wayne Allwine was amazing. He's arguably the best voice actor for Mickey ever. And it's just a shame, because after Wayne Allwine, Mickey was kind of the voice for Mickey, new voice for Mickey, I should say, took over, and I believe it Rhett Ewan, or something along those lines. Yes, Brett Ewan. And he's just not as good. I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't quite click. I mean, he's gotten far better than when he started in Recoded, but Wayne Allwine will always be my Mickey voice from now until the end of time, really. Oh no, Oh, I have no idea anymore. It was either Birth by Sleep or Recoded that were Brett Ewan's first titles after Win Online unfortunately passed away. But it's time for us to stomp down some Heartless. Not Heartless? Nobodies, because these are nobodies. The Heartless will turn up later, as they always have to do, because that's just the way we roll. Yeah, this fight does go on for quite a while. It's kind of weird. And okay, having double-checked facts, Brett Ewan's first Kingdom Hearts game was Birth by Sleep, and he has voiced him in all titles since.
Your Majesty?
Shh. You gotta board the train and leave town. The train knows the way. Here.
Your Majesty!
The king? Was that really him?
It could have been. Yep, I know it was.
Now we know he's okay.
The king was
Goofy,
locked in the realm
Donald,
of
do you
darkness, right?
know many
But I just
mice
saw him.
with ears that big
And if the
that,
king is here,
you know,
that means Riku's here.
know your names and so on and so forth?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go look for Riku. Then he and I can go back to the islands together. Kairi's there waiting for us. What are you two gonna do?
Oh, of course, Sora. Do you have to ask?
Hey, what's so funny?
Your face. What do you say, guys? Let's stick together for one more journey. To where again?
We have to board the train.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I have to say, I like how Sora's just like, one more journey. It's way more than one more journey. Way more.
Wait up!
Huh?
Hey, Sora?
What?
Nothing, but...
We came to see you off. It just seemed like something we ought to do.
Oh. Really? Thanks.
You should hurry and get your tickets.
Right.
Huh?
What is that?
They're the same.
Yeah.
Three tickets, please. I can't help feeling like we won't see this town again.
Why not?
You're thinking too much.
Yeah, you're right.
And now we have our last stop before we kick the game into gear kind of properly. So basically, this is your final chance to go anywhere in Twilight Town before we leave, and you will not be returning for a long time. So do keep that in mind, but really there's not a whole lot else you can do. So just grab any chests and then we're off. And the journey is about to properly commence, sort of. We've still got a lot more cutscene-y, talky stuff to go before we actually start to, you know, visit worlds and journey forwards into awesomeness. But when we do, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Now, I have to say, I really like the cutscene that we're just about to go into, because it's just really touching. And it's not, even though it's really, really cliché, it's not actually something that gets done a whole lot. At all. In video games. You don't
let's go.
Tend to see people cry that much.
Bye.
Hey, Sora? You sure we haven't met before?
Positive. Why do you ask?
I don't know.
Huh?
You okay?
Yeah. Don't know where it came from.
Pull it together.
Right. See ya. You know, I'm sad.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we can visit Hayner and those guys again.